What's going on, cronies? Cat Burglar back with you. Guys, we just finished up week 2 of the NFL season. Obviously, we're cruising through college football, and we're back with some picks. Just to recap, I'm fixing the spreadsheet. So if you guys are hitting that spreadsheet, there's a little error in it. So I'm fixing it. But I do know we were 9-8 last week. So I don't know. I think we're a little bit in the red due to our nuke picks. But guys, long ways to go on the season. Just keep plugging away, keep giving you winners. Hopefully one of these weeks will hit you on 4-0 on these nukes. So Hitman, hit me with your picks.
All right, what's up, cronies? I got one college pick for you. I got Maryland plus 10 at Wisconsin. Maryland's playing pretty decent. Bucky stinks. Um, this is probably, since I bet Maryland, this is probably the time that Bucky shows up, but I just don't see it. They stink. Uh,
That line's up to 10.5, by the way.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Wow. Opened at 7.5. Wow, that's crazy.
yeah. For the NFL, I got the Falcons -6 at Carolina. Falcons are playing pretty decent. Carolina, I still don't think they have an identity yet. I like the Jags getting 1.5, or they're favored by 1.5 at home versus the Texans. So the Jags have been playing really well. Texans, a couple bad beats, and I don't know. Again, Nico Collins is great, but they don't. CJ can't seem to get him the ball. So I
Right.
think Amy had, I don't know, he had like 11 targets and 4 catches or something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Duke pick this week. I'm going Chargers -2.5 at home versus the Broncos. Chargers are playing really good ball right now. They beaten the Chiefs. They beat the Raiders. They're just playing really good ball. That's my nuke pick, -2.5 at home versus the Broncos. That's what I got. Good luck, cronies.
Absolutely, absolutely. Cash, money. What do you got?
I'd just like to recap my own week last week. In the NFL, I was plus $330 for $100 betters. And in college football, I was up $90.91. I'm still in the red for NFL as a whole, but now I am in the green for college football, which is great. And I don't know if anyone can see this. This was back in 1995 when Michael Jordan came out and said, "I'm back." And that's how I feel. I am back after going 4-0, including my nuke pick. So a stellar week for me and looking to build upon that this week. And with that being said, my first pick will be Maryland plus 10.5 versus Bucky. Bucky stinks. They're terrible. And they only proved that last week. Which, I bet on Alabama and I won that one. My second pick will be the Buccaneers -6.5 versus the Jets. Speaking of teams who stink, the Jets, Jets, down the toilet bowl. Um, and then my third pick will be Packers money line versus the Browns. I think Packers are playing really good football. They haven't quite figured it out offensively, but I think this is a great week where we're not going up against a tough defense where they could really showcase their abilities. Then my nuke pick, an underdog, Rams money line versus the Super Bowl reigning Philadelphia Eagles. Go Birds. And yeah, that's my nuke pick for the week.
Nice.
Nice, nice. Good job last week, Cash Money 4-0. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Can't beat that. Can't beat that.
Clean living.
So Sal the Prognosticator could not be with us today, so I'm gonna give away his picks. He has the Commanders money line, Buffalo Bills -12.5, Kansas City, New York Giants under 45.5, and Chicago, Dallas over 50. That's a big number, but those are Sal the Prognosticator's picks. Let me get into my picks. are they here? Let me find my spreadsheet. All right. So I did go 3-2 last week. I did hit my mega nuclear whatever pick of the week with the Packers money line, but I got looks like 4 more picks for you guys. I have Packers versus the Cleveland Browns. I have the Browns +9 -120. So I am taking the Browns going against cash money here. I think this is a perfect letdown spot for Green Bay, playing Detroit, playing the Commanders, 2 playoff teams. You know, going into Cleveland, this is a perfect spot for a letdown. I think this is going to be a close game. So I do like Cleveland Browns +9. Going against Bird here a little bit with the Carolina Panthers +5. I don't even know why. This is more of like a contrarian pick here. It's not that Carolina's playing all that great, but you know, they did come back a little. I think it was last week against the Cardinals, so I did like that.
Yep.
Chicago Bears money line. Again, another contrarian pick. They looked like ass last week, and I took them last week. I just think eventually they got too much talent to keep playing this way. I may be kicking myself after Sunday or whenever they play this week, but I have them money line -118. And then my last pick, again, another contrarian pick here. Like Detroit looked great against the Bears. That was kind of like a must win after the Packer game for them. They weren't going to go 0-2 probably. Now they got to play Baltimore, which is probably one of the top 4 or 5 teams in the NFL at home. And this line opened up, I think at 6.5, and now it's down to 5. And I think it's the public overreacting to 50-something points scored against the Bears. Well, Baltimore's not the Bears. So I like Baltimore. I think that's like a Sunday night game. Money line -215. So I am getting a little juicy on this pick, but those are my picks. I didn't see anything in college I really like, so I'm just sticking with NFL this week. So that's my picks, guys. That's all I got.
Done.
Beautiful.
Oh, my nuke pick. Shoot. I almost forgot to get nuclear on you guys. I am gonna go Bears nuclear. I'm going Bears nuclear. And hoping for the best. Whenever betting the Bears and nuclear, those usually don't go together. So you might want
Unless it's a
money,
guess.
you might want to put your money back in your wallet. All right, dudes. All right, cronies. Guys, we will be back next Tuesday for week 4 of NFL. I'm not sure what week it is of college football next week, but we'll be back on Tuesday giving you guys some winners. We out.
Peace.